Here's Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's get it. What you want to do?
On first down, Rodgers forced out to his left. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on first and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Oh, do that over.
He's sacked. Brandon Dunn busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Dancing to his left. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for fourth down. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got fourth and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. To throw, it's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. J.J. Watt in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Yeah, Rodgers, what you going to do to get this first down? Anything, bounce,
Working from the gun, Rodgers steps away to his left. He's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
That was my fault. I ain't throwing
in
it
there
down,
to drop him for his second
Everybody
sack now here tonight. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Being chased out left.
Stop playing with me, boy.
Looking downfield for Jones. And that is going to be
Ain't that a beat?
Took the gamble.
If I didn't go catch that.
And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game.
I'm going to catch everything I can throw up.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 43.
You know, like you get on the run rush. You know Clay Matthews?
Out of the gun, Watson. Caught here by Griffin. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, if he's got it.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down.
I beat you already, dude.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A first down carry now for Miller. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Hey, watch your back, bro. Watch your back real quick, bro. You heard me? That nigga behind there.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Drops it to Blue. Complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Texans are in for 6. And, Charles, when you catch that toss going right or left, really, but right in this instance, do you go straight for the pylon? Is that where you're going?
Well, typically you want to try and maneuver people a little bit so you have some space to get to the pylon. So I want to make sure I try and move them a little bit to the inside, and in this case to the left, so I can get to the right side and get to that pylon and wink at it as I go by.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Williams now on the return. Green Bay Packers getting the ball back here. But I wanted to ask you to kind of assess 2018 for them, because you think back to the midway point, they're under 500. Even some of their wins have been, I don't know if you want to call it a little uninspiring, but what do you make of their season?
Good word, because Chicago had to come back, and that was Aaron Rodgers coming back from injury in that game to win that one on opening night. San Francisco at home on a Monday night game. Everybody thought they'd blow them away, and they really struggled in that one. But the better teams that they've played them very tough, been very competitive, haven't been able to get a bump against them. Here's the question, though. Are they wasting number 12's best years? Talk about Aaron Rodgers. Do they have the right personnel around him? They drafted 3 rookie receivers this year, waiting for them to make an impact to try and supplant or supplement the guys they already have.
Oh, my God.
But it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
After the interception, here's Watson. Going deep for Hopkins.
Give me my shit back, boy. What I just told you.
Kentrell Bryce picks up. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
That's what Moneybag do.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
Stop playing with me.
Forced out to his left.
That's what Moneybag do, my nigga. Let's go.
Complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there and gets the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Escaping the pressure right. And his throw here is incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
Oh, you got
Rodgers on 3rd down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Wide open receiver complete. And get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Rodgers now on 1st down. It gets it over the middle of Cobb. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
No, bro. What's your name?
2 minutes remain
what
here
is
in
your
the first
name?
half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back to the 25. Whitney Merciless. In there to bury him for a loss of 11.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Wide open, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Throwing is Rodgers. And left side here, it's Graham. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Buying time to his left. As he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. This guy's been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They can't hook up on the 4th down pass attempt. And this Texans defense stands tall. You know, Charles, it is hard to believe that we are sitting on the doorstep of Thanksgiving week. Already that time of year, but it always gives us good football. One of the games on Thanksgiving, Chicago and Detroit, that'll get the party started at 12:30 Eastern.
One of the traditional games, Detroit hosting, Dallas hosting, but in this case, we will stay in the Motor City. And this is the longest-running annual series in the NFL. A lot of people think about Detroit and Green Bay or Chicago and Green Bay. It's Detroit and Chicago. They've met at least once a year since 1930, 178 times total. And they just met 2 weeks ago in Chicago and going to do it again.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side.
Moneybag, you can't get no fucking touchdown before the 3rd
with 24 seconds
yes,
to go
you can.
in this first half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And take it right on the 30.
Oh, my God.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. On second down, here's Rodgers. Flushed out right. Deep for Adams. That's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. This will be fielded at the 6. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
Any return to get you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 40. Second half begins with a run from Miller. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. From the gun, here's Watson. Being chased out left. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's spot it right at midfield at the 50. A heck of an effort there on the scramble. Leaves him with just 3rd and a yard.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now Watson. Altered the ball flight.
Let me go get that. Let me get that bitch. Yeah.
Well, this at least is the right idea.
Let me get that
the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Nigga, what?
Back to the Watson. 2nd down.
Yeah.
Boy, that one drops in.
Yeah, that's how you drive a nigga like
sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come.
Camille! Get from under that bitch!
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
I must be didn't show him enough.
They will indeed snap it to Watson.
Yeah, boy! Yeah! Yeah! That's my turn, little buddy. My turn, little buddy.
A year ago at this time, I asked you what your Thanksgiving plans were, so I got a funny answer out of you last year. I'm going to ask you again, what are you doing for Thanksgiving this year?
Trying to figure out exactly what time I can
life. Oh my God.
So I can just hunker down.
What y'all blocking
left of the football schedule. That's what I want to know.
Oh, come on. Your mother-in-law's coming in. It's going to be a great time at the Davis household.
But she can stay as long as she wants. She's family. But everyone else, get out. They have an expiration time.
What about the dogs?
That's what they just told me.
50-50. Depends on how they act that day.
Well, when things go awry, you can just get in the car and head out for the airport because you got a game that weekend.
I certainly do. I will be headed to Charlotte, Seattle at Carolina that Sunday. Looking forward to that one. But even while I'm jesting a little bit about people being in the house, Some of you, I'm not jesting about. Hurry up and get out.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Fuck I do.
At this stage of the game, the run pass numbers are a little bit out because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. J.J. Watt in there yet again. My goodness, make it 5 sacks for him now in this one game alone. Looking to throw on second down. Rodgers forced it to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. The Packers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Boom!
Here's Rodgers to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
I'm in the game. There you go.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one good carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player, it's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
Yeah, he has certainly made a name for himself. William Clay Matthews III. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
The Texans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Touchdown.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And a spin again. And
out
of bounds after
why did they go the other way?
45.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And taking it across midfield, just shy of the 40. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now Rodgers. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, it's Rodgers. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Here's Rodgers.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So a field goal gets you back within a score, but they're going to go for the bigger chunk here. Kicking team on the sidelines. Offense on for 4th down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. Eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Andre Howe. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the 2nd half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
And he'll get them a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
Richmond.
They'll run it again with Miller. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Watson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Again, it's Miller. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Back-to-back running plays putting them in negative territory. What can they do coming up on 3rd and 15? Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. Oh, that's what an effort. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Throwing now, Watson. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
It ain't ready.
They go back to the ground now with Miller.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of...
Okay, look.